Hello. Well, I figured out a way to raise up the phone here and give more room for whipping chats. Isn't that cool? Gotta have our bazinga in here. Gotta have bazinga. Got to have bazinga. Anyway, so I thought that was kind of cool. That just worked out really nice. So, yeah. Now, what can we talk about today, or tonight, I should say. It's nighttime. In fact, I'm going to do this for a little bit, and then that's only do half of this for right now until I get into needing other symbols. Looks like there's some color blocking. Not big sections, but enough that looks like let's see. Right here, here's a lot. It spills over into here. This is a lot right here, and then some of that right there. So it's not as confetti as I thought it was going to be. I don't mind confetti. I don't mind color blocking. If I got a large area color blocking, it can get tedious. Okay. Alright. Enough of that noise. Alright, so I'm trying to think of what I talked about on the last one. I'm not too sure. At least my voice isn't all froggy yet. That cracked me up. And my voice was fine until I decided to do a video and then clogged up. I don't know. Anyway. Okay, so let's see here. Let me get a color. Let's do this top color right here. So I figured out how to get this raised up. I just put a little box underneath this to raise up the phone. In fact, I'm going to try to use this neat little gadget here to maybe do a different perspective or a better perspective. That's the one I need right there. I've had some comments in the chats about turning my phone or the camera, which is the phone, around to the side, which I knew that was going to be better, but I just couldn't think of how to do that. So I got an inspiration earlier today about using this nifty little thing that I've got my phone sitting on right now. And we'll see. So I may, because I really don't like my setup, but it's kind of wonky, but hey, I'm doing the best I can. I need to really look about getting some kind of an arm that the phone can latch onto. So anyway, so what's new with you guys? Well, I got to have a really nice conversation with my granddaughter she told her mother she wanted to talk with her Nana on Mother's Day. Well, Nana couldn't keep her eyes open. My sleep has been off lately. And my body finally was like, yep, we're going to show her. So I've been just, no warning at all, falling asleep. Which, I mean, your body just kind of like, when it's had enough, it's had enough. So I felt so bad. I totally slept through. They tried to call to do a video chat, and I totally missed it. Felt really bad. But anyway, was able to hook up with them Tuesday. So she wished me a happy Mother's Day, which was very nice. And also happy birthday. And I showed her that I had gotten the birthday card that she had picked out for me. Bless her heart. She picked out a really sweet birthday card for her Nana. Now that is an interesting story. My daughter, when I told her that when I start having grandkids, I didn't want to be called Grandma. I preferred to be called Nana. And she goes, you are not. I'm not letting you. My kids are not going to be able to. I'm not going to let my kids call you Nana. She goes, you're not a dog. I'm like, I appreciate that, but that's not where that's coming from. I just would rather be called Nana. Just like there's other, just like some grandmas are called Mima. I mean, Tima is grandma. Is a grandma, and they call her Tima. Anyway, I didn't fight with her over it. I figured, you know what? We'll see how it goes. Because I thought, I don't want kids to be confused about having two grandmas. Well, I mean, there's two grandmas, but there's, instead of being called you know, like grandmas. I remember having to call my other grandmother Grandma Seal. And I thought, no, that to me just didn't sound right, having to use their first name. A grandma should be a grandma, period. Anyway, so she goes, she just kept saying she wouldn't let her kids call me Nana. But I just like Nana. I think it's cute. And there's affection there. I did like that dog. Do like that dog in Peter Pan. Cute dog. And Hook. Anyway, so I like being called Nana. And that I don't think is confusing for the kids, because she has her grandma, Figura, and Nana. Or she calls her Grammy or something, because that's another nickname. Anyway, so it was able to finally stick, and my daughter stopped objecting. Can't talk now. So anyway, but I think there's all different kinds of names for grandmas, pet names or whatever. Nice little, you know, affectionate names. So, but it was a nice conversation, and she showed me she had just learned how to take a fan and talk into it. So she showed me that. Of course, she's 6 years old, and that's something that's fascinating. It's fun viewing the world through a kid's eyes. It kind of, oops, I picked up an extra one, I think. Yep, it's alright. Get on there. There we go. It's fun viewing the world through a child's eyes, because you get to see it all over again. I remember that with my kids. There were certain stages that were very fun, because you got to experience the world again through their eyes. So it was nice to get to talk to her. It was nice to get to talk to my daughter. We don't talk. I mean, we talk, but not often, because their schedule is so hectic. And, but we try to call on important occasions, and I try to at least call her and talk to her once a month. It's nice to talk to my granddaughter and my daughter. And my daughter was telling me that she's been using starters for sourdough, and she made pretzel bites, and I was like, ooh, that sounds good. Homemade pretzel bites. Yummy, yummy, yummy. So she was telling me she's been having a hard time doing the starter on her own, but she's been able to take the starter from a friend at work and been able to do it that way. So I just think that's awesome. I like sourdough anyway. So somehow I'm picking up an extra one. That's okay though. This is the 6th place run. I'm picking up 7. Yep, I did it again. Because that's 6. And there's the 7th. It's alright. I should probably be using my 7th placer and then get 8. Haha. Anyway. So, we talked about that. And she's always enjoyed baking. And, she really likes making desserts. She's good at making desserts. She would, when I was living in Oklahoma, and when we were under the same roof, one of the places that she worked for And she didn't have to do it, but she liked doing it. She would make people's birthday cakes for them. And she would do all different kinds. She would do like sweet, sour type, like a sweet tart cake or like a gummy cake. And she did that with one gal. She made it very bright. Oops. Ruh-roh. She would use very bright colors, bright frosting. She would even take the frosting and augment. She would, I don't know what you would call it. She would flavor enhance it, I guess. And, okay, I think I got most of the putty off. Get a little toothbrush here. There. I think most of it's gone now. Okay. It's one thing I've found, that if you have too much of it hanging over the side here like that it can get on your canvas, so you have to kind of make sure you push it back. Anyway, she would make wonderful birthday cakes for her co-workers, and she would use different kinds of frosting, and she would put stuff in the frosting to enhance it and make it like sour or like a gummy type flavor. She would put gummy worms or gummy bears. She just did all kinds of, oh come on, there we go. She would do all kinds of neat things with her cakes or cupcakes. She would just bake, and she'd do it, and she kind of became the unofficial birthday person, cake person. So, yep, see, I've been picking up 7. Anyway, so it was nice to talk to her and my granddaughter and touch base with them. And, oops, I did it again. I didn't count right. So, and it was nice to get that Mother's Day greeting, even if it was, well, it wouldn't have been late, but yours truly, couldn't stay awake for it. I've been doing that, just kind of all of a sudden dropping off. So I may need to have my iron looked at and see what's going on with that. I may be anemic again. They had me on mega dose of iron and vitamin D back, well, it was last year, because I was having dizzy spells, and which was fun. All of a sudden it would hit me. That was last year. All of a sudden I would feel woozy and lose my balance, or my equilibrium would just go bonkers. And just feeling tired all the time, kind of like I am now. Just can't seem to. Well, that one picked up weird. Huh. And they were straight. I don't know why that happens. My putty may be getting ready to be changed, needing to be changed. Anyway, so I may need to have them run blood work again, which I don't like having blood work done. Who does? I'm a hard stick, so they have to get creative on that with me, which I don't like, but hey, they gotta do what they gotta do to get it. They almost need to be a vampire to get it from me. So I think that would be a lot more fun, I think, to get it that way. So anyway, so I finally got that section done over there. That seemed like it took forever. So, it's weird. Sometimes these sections go really fast. Sometimes it seems like they take forever. I think it depends on if there's a lot of color blocking or if it gets confetti. There was a lot of confetti in this section right here, especially that last part. So I think that can, and especially if you only do a color at a time. I did order this one cute little tray since I have limited workspace. I did it again. Not very much this time. It's a little rectangle tray, and in the tray it has 6 little trays. And I thought, you know what? In fact, I need to check the dimensions on that. I thought that would be something that should fit in my workspace. And why is that not? I'm not gonna stress over it. Anyway, I thought it would be just right to work in my workspace. And I could still put out 6 colors. And because that does take up time. Well, fine. Be that way. Silly little drill. Okay. That does take up time when you're having to, especially with confetti. So there's some people that 1, 2, 3, there's 5. I don't know why it's doing that. Anyway, should be 6, but I've ordered this tray. It's through Temu. We'll see how long it takes. Sometimes their orders 2, 3, yeah, it's 5. I don't know. Anyway, so it'll be fun to play with that and see if that helps with the confetti when I hit a confetti spot. Like right now I'm just doing color blocking, which before on square would terrify me, but now that I'm able to use a multi-placer, I like it. Because before, when I tried to use multi-placers on square, it was a disaster. So, and that is should be encouragement for you. In other words, don't give up. Just keep plugging away at it, and it will come. Multi-placing. You just have to keep at it. It didn't happen for me overnight, but finally it did click in, and when it did, oh goodness, there she went. I went to town. In fact, I did. I would like it a lot, so it's so much easier. Alright. Oops. Makes me wonder if we're going to be getting rain. That is one thing I like about putty. There's not much residue, but I can tell when the weather's going to start changing, and it's going to be getting more humid, because my putty tends to start acting up. Any putty that I use, whether it's from NYX or Angela, and I'll put their shop information down below, but they both sell putty, and it's good putty, both of them, and their scents are not overwhelming. Angela does have both wax and putty, and her wax is good. In fact, I will put a link for her, both their shops, and also Paddy Wax, because Paddy Wax has good putty. Robyn with Paddy Wax, Distracted by Diamonds. She has good products. She has good wax if you like wax. Some people like wax. Some people like putty. And some people like the dots. And I said this in the last weekend chat. I'm looking forward to getting some of that and working with it. Anyway, so back to family. It was nice talking with my daughter and granddaughter. My son-in-law, I don't know where he was. His birthday's coming up. I really should be getting his present ready to get in the mail. I'm gonna try and get a ride into getting to the post office tomorrow, because I've got some packages that should be coming in. This putty is really being kind of messy tonight. Not too bad, but still. Soft toothbrush. Not hard. If that's what you're wanting to use, or if that's what you need to use to clean it up. You want soft bristles. There we go. Oops. a little bit right there. Yeah, I bet you we're gonna be getting some weather since it's being stringy. In fact, when I was pulling it out of this earlier, it was being all stringy, and I thought, oh, wonderful. We've got weather coming. So, it was nice to catch up with her. She, and my granddaughter is taking piano lessons. I didn't get to hear anything. Anyway, so it was just a nice talk. Come here. There we go. I ran out of color. I'm gonna have to put some more down. I'm getting low. And this ink placer's not wanting to pick up. So I may need to move on to a new pen or replace the putty. So other than that, things have been pretty quiet. I've been doing some videos. I did a why washi, because someone was asking me about why to use washi and how to do it. So I did a video on that, sectioning out canvas with the washi tape. I really like doing it that way. In fact, first I was like, why do you do it? But I can see the benefit, because before, when you have your washi tape here, if you don't have your washi tape, it's hard to see if you're just, using parchment paper or just pulling it back. You can't see, you can't see where this film starts and stops. So how do you know where your section is over here? You really can't see it, and then you can't see it down here. Well, I can see, now I see the advantage of it, and I really like it, because right here, this is the base. This is my smaller drill field. That's the bottom. And then over here, I'm gonna turn you a little bit. There we go. See right here, now you can see the edge. So, anyway, so I did that up on why I showcased the 3 different ways to section out a canvas. You can use parchment paper, release paper, or you can use washi tape to section off your canvas. It's a good idea to put washi tape around the border of the drill field, to border it around the drill field, and then you can use one of those 3 ways to section off your canvas. I've used I've used 2 of the 3. I haven't used release paper, but I have used parchment paper, not wax, but parchment paper. I did that extensively because I didn't really know how to do the sectioning off. Didn't understand it, and I was happy and content with using just the parchment paper. Now I like sectioning it with washi, because I can see where the bottom here is a lot easier. So I did that video. I'm going to be doing other videos like that with tips. I'm not going to do a whole bunch of them because there's some really good videos out there. Oops. About how to 10 things I wish I knew, or 7 things I wish I knew, and the one is by Studio Sam, and one is by Jessica with Tiny Words of Wonder. I'll put those in the link down below. Those are really good tutorials. I watched both of them when I first started. In fact, I just became a little junkie, YouTube junkie, trying to find anything I could about diamond painting, tips, tricks, all kinds of stuff. That's what I did when I first started. What did I do here? There we go. So I just hit the internet, hit YouTube when I had a question. I just look it up and try and find a video, because I'm a visual learner. You can give me a set of instructions and I'll kind of look at you like you're crazy on some of it, but I'm better at that. Oh, come on. Oh, goodness, here. Goodness sakes. But yeah, to read about it, I'm better at watching someone do it. Anyway, so link those down below. They're good to refresh too, but they both have really good tips and tricks. Those are I use those tips, and then the Facebook group that I found, the one gal, she generally puts tips out on a regular basis. Very good tips. Storing drills, working with squares, working let's see, she's done working with squares, framing, storage. Oh goodness, I did it again. Why tonight? Usually I don't get it on the canvas. Tonight I'm just having a heck of a time with it being on my canvas, the putty. It's usually not like this. There, I think I got it all. I used the brush. Anyway. I would just hit YouTube for tips and tricks. Found a whole bunch of them. So I will not do a video on all the different tips and tricks, but I will highlight certain things and take like a section or a subject and explore it, not do a full length video on it, because that's not necessary. Well, sometimes it's not necessary. Depends on what it is. And I'll do stuff like that. Kind of delve into, like I did with the washi. Someone asked me why you use the washi. So I not only talked about it, but I also talked about the alternative ways to section off your canvas, and then went ahead and showed the one that needed a little bit more detail. There we go. Oh, that's so wonky. I have to. Okay, there we go. And there we go. But I need to fill in this other hair. This is T, the color T. So, if you have anything that you would like to see, put it in the comments down below, and I will work up a video for it. Or I will put up links. If someone's already done a really good job on something, I'll put up a link to their YouTube channel /site, so that you can get the information that you're looking for off of their YouTube video. I don't even know. I think there's one other person that does a video on washi. I should have thought about that and given her that. I didn't even think about it. I was just wanted. I thought it would be fun to do that, the washi video. So, but if someone's already done it, I'm not gonna repeat something that's already done up well. Because, well, just because. Or if there's a different take on it, yeah, I'll do it. But why repeat something that's already done well? Why repeat it? Oh, come on. I'm losing my drills here. So it's probably about time to change the putty. Anyway, so anyway, so I think I'm going to close this up for now. And I like this better because you can see me actually working on the canvas instead of only part of it. Because before it was sitting down lower and you were seeing mostly this part. Now you get to see most of what I'm working on, what I'm seeing. So that's going to be the bottom of that. right there. And I just have to do the, oops. Okay. Alright, so it's been fun, and we will talk later. Wherever you're at, that you're having a wonderful and blessed day or evening, and I will talk with you later. Okay? Bye.